Thanks for watching Cinematic Arsenal. Kirby Dick is coming up next. Stay tuned.
Hello?
Ryan.
Kirby.
Can you hear me?
You hear us? Kirby!
Ryan?
It's working.
Ryan?
Hold on.
Hey,
Kirby.
hey, are you there? I don't have much time. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I can't. Are you there? Are you there?
We can twist the thing around.
This is ridiculous. I mean, that's not. It's over.
Kirby. Oh god, he's gonna leave the show. Dude, twist the thing.
Okay, that's good. You just got me.
Oh, my god. Shit.
Okay.
God damn it. How's...
Oh, fuck.
I got beer under that one.
Alright, Kirby, thanks for joining us on Cinematic Arsenal, Films in the Attic. Me and Ryan really appreciate it. Now let's cut down to brass tacks here. My first question for you. I know the MPAA was probably a little uncomfortable with your film. Personally, I enjoyed it a lot. But for people who haven't seen it, what was your initial rating, and did you receive any threatening letters?
Naturally, they gave it an NC-17. If they hadn't given it an NC-17, I would have been fucked, because the whole film is about how fucked up the MPAA is. And if they'd rated my film fairly, I wouldn't have had a film. So thankfully, they rated it unfairly. Well, you know, there's actually one time when my office is, has a security system on it. And every so often it would go off, for no reason. And it happened to go off the day I submitted the film. And I was like, I was alone, and I went back there, and it was kind of all dark, and I was sure that there was all kinds of security from the MPA, but no, it was just a bad alarm system. But no, they weren't very happy. They weren't very happy at all. We heard we had a kind of a mole, not really inside the MPAA, but close to some of the people in the MPAA, and they were pretty stunned at what happened. I mean, you can imagine, okay? They watch 3 movies a day, so what are we going to see? Oh, we're going to see some documentary. I'm sure that's going to be boring. Oh, it's going to be a documentary about the rating system. Oh, it's going to be a documentary about how they're looking to find the raters. Oh, and look, they're finding the raters. They're finding us. And so, we had talked about putting trying to get a camera into that room and shoot that, but that would have been a felony.
Could you have gotten the camera in the MPAA meetings at all?
We could have gotten the camera in. We had ways to get it in, but we didn't.
Alright, gloves off now. If you can say anything to Jack Valenti or any of the MPAA members, what would you say?
Oh, I love Jack Valenti. If he hadn't been such an asshole, I wouldn't have had a movie. So, he's buried in Arlington Cemetery, and I'm actually thinking about going and visiting the grave. I go back to DC a lot for a project I'm working on, and I almost got back there last time. Just wanted to walk out and have a kind of a very soulful conversation with his ghost.
I'd dance on his grave for giving me a great film.
Dude, way too soon.
I'm just saying, dude. Jesus Christ. Can't even thought this was America.
Okay. Did you get in any legal trouble for releasing any of the MPAA members' names, or did you or your production company run into any legal trouble?
Well, we were actually hoping they would sue us, because if they'd sued us, I mean, the film would have even exploded more than it had, more than it did. I mean, that's the kind of thing that the press really loves to cover. What happened, though, actually, is we should really be suing them. They actually pirated a copy of my film. As you know, the MPAA says that piracy is any, let's see, what's the wording they use? Any single unauthorized copy of a copyrighted work is considered piracy. Well, this was a copyrighted work. I gave it to them. They had assured me that no copies would be made of it. And then I found out that they, in fact, had made a copy. And you can see at the end of the DVD, on the extras, there's a scene where I call up, or they actually call me, because I asked them, I said, was a copy made of this? I think I sent them an email, and finally their attorney had to call back and said, yes, in fact, a copy was made. They never gave it back, though. They said that as the MPAA, this great anti-piracy organization, they have a right to copy people's work, and they were going to keep it.
Well, that's bullshit.
Total bullshit.
Talk about friggin' hypocrisy.
That's some big words, man. Someone's been reading the dictionary.
Yeah, every night. Helps me fall asleep, actually. And plus, it's way more productive than just sitting there playing with myself.
Which brings me to my next question. How many of your other films have received NC-17 ratings?
That is the only film I've ever submitted. And, this film is not yet rated. It's the only film I've actually submitted to get a rating. I did make a film called Sick, The Life and Death of Bob Flanagan, Super Masochist.
That is a great movie.
Thank you. Which is for those who don't know, it's about a guy who, has the disease, born with the disease cystic fibrosis. He was an artist, a comedian, a writer, and he was a very extreme masochist. In fact, there's a scene in the film where, for both art and pleasure, he nails his penis to a board.
Oh, God damn it.
That's awesome.
It is. It's a pretty amazing movie. He's a really incredible guy. He died in the process of making the film, not from the nailing of the penis. That was from the cystic fibrosis. But in fact, he felt that the SM kept him alive. But I had kind of always wanted to submit that for a rating. Maybe I'll do a re-release and submit it to them. Just
to piss them off.
Just to let them enjoy, more work from me. Maybe I'll get a new rating on my own for that one. The dick rating.
Yeah. You're making him look like a dick.
Alright, sorry.
Just leave the man alone, man.